Hey guys, so I was looking around in my world. Well, that was basically for another video, but then, and I've got another pet over here. So this is my earlier pet, and there's a new one, Mr. Whitey. And while I was searching through, I found an observatory. Um, yeah, it's an observatory, all right. I found a Pillagers area. I think it's called as Pillagers Camp. And now my idea is to raid it. However, it's raining and I think it's just about night time. So what I want to do is sleep for the night and then tomorrow morning we raid. Am I prepared? Not really, because when I came, I've come quite far and I didn't think I'll get this area. Um but it is what it is. And now that I have got it, ah, the fight begins. Okay, two down. There's someone else attacking me from somewhere. Oh, three down. Let's see. Oh, I seem to be getting a little better. I have no idea what's to be done. Oh, here is one. So we go in and let me block this route. Will I get someone here? यहाँ पे भी कोई होगा? Nobody is around. Why? Okay, chest. I welcome iron, goat horn, arrows, and that's it. We don't need to take carrots or potatoes. Okay, there's one pillager. So my kid was telling me that if you take off these are flags, and if you take them all off, then it stops functioning, something on those lines. No harm in trying, but there are definitely an increased level of villagers down. Do we have something here? No, there's nothing here. It's so dark. Oh, oh, there they are. So ooh, my doggies are fighting. Oh, these are creating problem for me. No, I think this is not going good for my... Not good for my doggies. Did we get all of them? Oh, we killed them. Oh, both of you are... दोनों बच गए, which is good. Yeah. Okay, that's done. I think... Oh, there's one more. Somewhere here. Oh, ow. Food, healing. Yeah, so I was thinking might as well as... Oh, these guys are coming from top. How? Damn it. Ah! Ah. So now I need to rush back. Oh, that's the observatory. I need my items. I need my items. Oh, how foolish it was. Why did I go near it? But what's done is done. That was foolish, very foolish. But it'll be fine as long as I am able to get my items. And what about my doggies? I hope I'm able to get... Oh, one is there, but what about the other one? Did the other one die? Ah, both of them are there. Good, good. This is a good indicator that things may not be as bad as I was thinking. But I need to get my stuff quickly. I didn't realize I had gone so far for this. I just don't want to meet those guys. You know, I just had to say it. Where is he? Good idea hiding behind him. Let's get our stuff and then we start going after them. Oh no. Okay, that's more than enough. We're there. Thank God. So, what I was trying to do is kill this guy so that I could then have got... I could have got iron. Here we go. Well done. How much iron? Okay. Whatever it is, it's fine. And Should they be respawning like that? I thought I had taken care of all their... Okay, there's one more somewhere here. Where? There's one more. Where? So if I've taken all the flags, they should have stopped respawning, right? So there's maybe something else to it, which I don't know of. But anyways, I've done the raiding. And they are easier to kill in... Okay, let's get going.